Yeah, my name is Jack Thorne, special agent in the behavioral unit for the FBI. Yeah, we were investigating Marcus Klein. Marcus Klein was a therapist who was hypnotizing his patients about 2 years ago to steal exotic cheeses. And we raided him. We found a refrigerator in his old home full of fancy cheeses. We were not able to apprehend him at the time. He fled the home. We were unable to catch him. We were at a complete dead end. He disappeared without a trace until something changed. We found a Dr. Maggie Lane.
What does Maggie Lane have to do with Marcus?
They look identical. I'm gonna pose as a client who's going in for help for depression and anxiety after a recent divorce.
I am so excited that Jack is gonna come visit me for therapy. I don't know much about Jack.
Because Maggie is such a dynamic personality, we are gonna pose as a fake production company.
What did you say? The Friends of Bill Incorporated, FBI, FBI, Friends of Bill's podcast thing. I don't know a lot about podcasts, but I know a lot about helping people.
She is a very talented hypnotherapist. I have teamed up with our counterterrorism units, and they have specialists in there who have been training me in counter hypnosis.
And so, Agent, it sounds a little bit like even if Maggie starts trying to hypnotize you, you might be able to turn it around and hypnotize her.
Correct, that is the plan.
Oh, Sky Father, help me. Come in, yeah, I'm ready. Hi, it's so good to see you. Man, I feel like I know you already. I was just doing some light reading. I feel like everyone's dad is really, I don't want to use the F word, but it's not good. Anyway, so nice to meet you. You can call me Maggie. Don't forget about the doctorate thing. It's no big deal. I'm just one of the gals. So take a seat.
Okay.
You want some water?
Sure.
Yeah, it's Fiji.
That.
They don't sponsor me. I'd like for them to. And I know I told you about this. I know all of this is a little weird. I'm preparing to make a podcast. And apparently video podcasts are all the rage. No one's going to see this. It's just my eyes only. Oh, not in a strange way, just normal. But thank you. So anyway, enough about me. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm an accountant. Yeah, my wife just left me because of my workaholism. And, kind of losing it.
Well, hold on. Let's find it. We're gonna find it together. I need to take a quick note here. Where did I put that? Darn it. Sorry, I'm a little behind today. Let me just get that down. I had a bigger one. I lost it. I'm using a small one. New year, new me. Okay. Now you said accountant. And then you said you didn't say it in a happy way, right? You said it kind of sadly.
Man, I love what I do.
Love. Okay, I'm gonna put smiley face. And then wife gone. Okay, yeah. No wife. Okay. So I imagine all this stuff you have going on has been hard.
Yeah.
I think the past dictates the present, unless we work through it. And so do you think this is bringing up anything from your past at all?
I mean, I never really thought it was that big of a deal. But my father was pretty rigid. He instilled some discipline in me, and that allowed me to be successful professionally. He was a man of the law, so he worked long hours, and he was always gone from the house, but he always provided. I didn't think what I was doing was much different than that.
Wow, yeah, so it sounds to me, and tell me if I'm hearing this right, it sounds a little bit like you're saying that even though you didn't really mean to, you kind of recreated what your father did in your family, but this time between you and your wife. Do I kind of have that right?
Sure, yeah. I just didn't think there was a problem with me working 70, 80 hours a week. I was provided for the family.
70 or 80? Sorry, keep going. I think out loud sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm successful. What I do.
Well, I mean, I want you to know, I'm not here to take sides or to tell you what to do, but I do want you to know I can already tell from what you told me and from this whole therapeutic relationship we're establishing, you're a very competent person, and that's not a bad thing. It can become problematic when we start playing out patterns that we saw when we were young and impressionable. What did I do with that book I was reading? I don't know where I left it. Did I put it in my bag? Did you take it? Oh, it's so funny you saying all that. See, I was just reading this, Making Peace with Your Father.
Yeah.
And you made me think of a little quote I want to read you. Let me just find it. Oh, there it is. Just bear with me. I'm going to read you this, and I think maybe it'll be a kind of a catalyst for getting deeper into this. With sons, for example, even in horseplay, there can be a sense of respect for the son as a person, such as by listening and responding appropriately when the son says, "That's enough." Do you feel like you ever got to say "that's enough" to your dad whenever he was working a lot, not necessarily home, being tough on you?
No, I never had that chance.
Tell me more about that. Why not?
Well, it just seemed like that's the way it was supposed to go.
That's the way it was supposed to go. I mean, isn't that a summary of so much of what we deal with? That's what we tell ourselves, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to get back to your wife and your ex-wife, and I know this is probably a delicate subject, but I'd like to hear a little more about what happened. You told me you were working a lot. You told me she left. Can you walk me through kind of more specifically what went down and when?
I don't really know when it started. I know it happened after I got promoted. My talents were recognized. When my caseloads got bigger. I do investigative accounting for companies. I audit their books. I felt lost until I met Karen. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't even really know foods that I liked until she showed me. And
Foods.
Like movies, things that people enjoy. I really just kind of floated around and she helped show me those things and how to find that in my life. And then, over the years that kind of went away. I got more into work and she kept asking me to take more time off, and I paid for really good vacations.
Sure.
I provided. We had really nice resorts in Mexico. Mm-hmm. We went to Bali.
Whoa, sign me up. I love to go.
Yeah,
Just keep
we
going.
went around and I would be working in secret. I'd do it in secret.
You work in secret?
Because I'd get the emails on my phone and I'd send her off with the kids to the pool or something. I'd pay for a show. Like in Hawaii, I paid for them to go out to a luau. So I take it she caught you eventually with this kind of secret affair with work.
Yes. I guess we could call it that.
You can call it that. That's a fair thing to say.
Yeah. And so she found out. Was it an immediate split after that or what?
I knew that eventually it was going to come to an end. I just thought I had more time. I thought I had a little more runway. She checked out of the marriage before the marriage ended, and so did I, if I'm being honest.
Checked out. Well, again, I'm so sorry that you are going through this. I want you to know there is so much hope in your future, and I know you probably don't see it right now. There's another book I have here. It's so funny. I didn't know anything past what you wrote down in your intake form about what you were dealing with, and I know you mentioned a divorce, and it's one of my favorite books. It's Marriage Takes More Than Love. And I have learned that to get over a loss of a relationship, we need more than forgiveness. We need to develop empathy and understanding for ourselves. We need to see how and why we are the way we are. And that's where the forgiveness for self comes from. So I want to ask you, do you feel like this was your fault?
It wasn't my fault.
And are you willing to be open to the idea that maybe one day in our work together, if you're willing to see this through, you might be able to forgive yourself?
Never even considered it.
So your dad, did he have any kind of secret other life going on? Do you think that maybe you saw him doing this and you adopted it too? Because I know you said you got the hard work from him.
No, my mom supported him. She supported his career. There was no secret. It was all above water.
So have you thought much about how to make a life for yourself right now as you're out of the relationship and you're trying to sort through who you're going to be and who you'd like to be?
I can't stop working.
Still.
It's even worse now.
Let's do this, if you don't mind. So this is something that I learned from the Native American community and their approach to therapy and spirituality, and it's a useful tool for figuring out what words mean to us. You see the candle flame?
Mm-hmm.
You see how it's dancing a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
It's captivating in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want you to just stare at that for about 30 seconds, okay? And just kind of lose yourself in the fire and tell me what's wrong, and tell me what's wrong, and tell me what's wrong. You're slowly drifting away. Tell me what's wrong, tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong. Why aren't you forgiving yourself?
There's nothing to forgive.
What happened just now? Are you still here?
I feel like I fell asleep.
No, if I'm awake, you're awake. I've been
Okay.
watching you.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think you just might have had a bit of a, I don't know, some kind of episode maybe.
Something purged?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm spiritual. I'm not that kind of woo-woo. But
Well, I mean, I guess what hit me was this idea that I don't think I did anything wrong.
And how did it go when you tried to talk about this usually?
We didn't talk about it.
No?
No, she expressed in different ways. Yeah, she'd usually just drink a lot of wine and be passed out.
Oh, no.
I'm just having some hard times around, I guess, like feeling about my identity and who I am in this process. And, I'm really curious about this idea of forgiveness. I just,
Sure.
Is there more you can tell me about this concept? What's your personal experience? 'Cause for me at work, like forgiveness means to pay back the debt or the discrepancy, in the ledgers.
With the accounting.
Exactly. Like
Okay.
in my mind, that's what forgiveness means, right? Is to like make it even, bring it back to normal.
Well, these are some big questions, and I can see that's that accounting brain firing up. There it goes
Yeah.
with the questions and I want to let you know, you don't have to fix anything. You get to just be.
I don't even know what that is.
And that's okay because that's trying to fix it. And I just invite you to be. And here's what I'll do. I'm going to make you a deal, okay? Because I hear you wanting to hear something from me. And so what I'll do is I'll give you a story about forgiveness and the life of, of someone I know pretty well. And then I want to hear more about what this identity issue is that you're having. Okay, so I guess I'm giving you something and you'll give me something and maybe we'll both just be happy campers.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, by the way, hold that for me, will you? Well, listen, I'm going to tell you my story about this person I know about forgiveness, and while I do it, I want you to do something a little weird, okay?
Okay.
So, as an accountant, I bet you're on the computer a lot, and I bet your wrists get real sore.
They do, yeah.
So there's a real strange way that you can exercise your wrists. I teach yoga part-time. So I want you to take that little piece of fabric that has the coin on it. I want you to kind of hold the coin in front of your eyes and let your wrist get real loose. Yeah, real loose. And I want you right in front of your eyes there. Yeah.
Like that?
And then, again, we're doing this just for our wrist flip. No, you need to be able to see it because it's on the wrist angle. So stretch that puppy out. Yeah, and a little closer to the face. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah. And I want you to just back and forth. It's not a tea bag. It's how do I describe this? It's more of like a rocking horse. It's like a So you're doing like this. I want you to do this. You see that? Like a pendulum. Like a pendulum. Good.
Like that.
A little higher. Raise that puppy up a little higher. I'm looking for it to be right in front of your eyes. Yeah, it's pretty closer to you. No, I don't want it. You're tickling me a little bit because I've never seen it be this difficult. I'm trying to help your wrists. While we do therapy, it's double trouble.
Okay. Is this good? I'm not feeling it in my wrist. I feel a little more in my wrist this way.
take a quick breather.
Yeah.
Closer to your face.
I feel it on my wrist here, though.
That's okay, but there.
Right
good.
here?
And I want you to watch the coin, the medallion, okay?
I've given me vertigo.
For you to get the wrist action right, you have to watch it, okay?
Doesn't want to
Watch the damn medallion.
What
Watch the.
What happened to your voice there?
I have a cold. I had COVID, and that was weird. I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over.
You want some water?
Yeah, that'd be good. Anyway, the medallion. Wait, do the wrist thing.
Are
and
you
I'm gonna
okay?
tell you I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
It's not about me. It's not
You
about
want
me.
to try the candle thing? That helped me.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna tell you the story. Okay, so just do the little wrist thing.
Okay.
So, this a man I knew was so he was in the same line of work as I was. He was a psychologist, and he was pretty damn good at it too, and everything was going good. But then his whole life fell apart in response to this, and it's because he couldn't forgive. It's time to forgive yourself. Watch the medallion, please. It's time, please watch the medallion. It's time to forgive yourself. And so this guy I knew, he essentially started up a criminal ring where he was hypnotizing people. How crazy is that? And he was having them steal cheeses, some gourmet cheeses. He was having them steal these gourmet cheeses. It was real weird. Brie, Gouda, cheddar, aged cheddar, Swiss, you name it. And it was a real nightmare. And all of that happened because he wouldn't forgive. So now I did my part. And you've been real quiet over there. And I just want to know right now, what's going on with your identity?
I don't know. My shoulder's so sore from holding it
Oh,
up.
set that down. That was just for your wrist. We don't want to hurt that shoulder.
But it's a little better out here.
Well, that's fun. Wow. Yeah, it is nice out there. I see what you're saying.
See,
Yes,
I
the
can feel
wrist.
it. I can really feel it in my wrist when I do it out here. So cheeses, huh? How do you feel about cheese?
Sorry, what'd you say?
How do you feel about cheese?
What kind of
How do
question
you
is that?
feel about aged Munster?
I've never been very into dairy. I'm vegan, and so I'm not really a big believer in here, I'll take that. Thank you. I'm sorry. What did you ask me?
What's your name?
My name is it's Maggie. Sorry, it's in a weird day.
Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie.
Did you ever like The Simpsons?
You know, frankly, I'll go into my television interests whenever I'm talking to my girlfriends. Tell me a little bit more about identity, because you were just about to say something about identity.
This idea of identity? The cheese thing makes sense. I could see why somebody would want that stuff. I know you're a vegan, but
Well, yeah, but
there's a love for cheese that I also share. I might not be a drunkard like my wife,
Sure.
but I do love me some cheese. That's why we go to the wine and cheese parties. I eat the cheese. She drinks the wine.
eat the cheese. Okay, now hold on. Let me try to connect a few dots here.
I'm just really fascinated still by this story.
That wasn't even a true story. It was.
You made that up?
Well, no, it was a metaphor.
So you didn't make it up.
It's true.
What was that a metaphor for?
Well, I'll say this. It's true, kind of like the thing about the Pied Piper who plays the pipe, and the kids follow him around, and they leave the town. And, it's kind of weird. With the Pied Piper, he kind of played the pipe. He kind of played the pipe, played the pipe. The kids followed him out of the town. The kids followed him out of the town. The kids followed him out of the town. What are you hiding? What are you refusing to forgive yourself for?
If there's any secret that I hold, it's that I don't think I ever lived up to my father's expectations.
Was he a cheese guy?
Oh yeah, I come from a long line of cheese guys.
Dad liked cheese. Yeah. Okay. I want you to do something for me, okay? I want you to close your eyes and just listen. And I'm going to make some soothing bird noises, and I'm hoping this will get us somewhere. And listen, after you open your eyes, I want you to tell me what this thing is about your identity, because I think that's core to whatever's going on with this whole divorce, okay? Close your eyes. Go. Hey, no, keep your eyes closed.
Oh, okay.
Pretend I'm in your head. We're just talking, okay? I'm in your head. Tell me what it is you're trying to hide. Tell me now. If you're ready, tell me what's going on. Come on, you can do it. You can tell me. You're right there.
I let her down. I let down my dad. I let down my kids.
Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. You let everyone down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you let yourself down?
No, that's where I have the problem. I'm proud of who I am.
Who would you say you are?
Jack, the accountant.
Yeah, but I mean on a deeper level. I mean, we seem to keep dancing around this. I'm curious about what you perceive identity to mean.
I'm not sure. What do you perceive it to mean?
You're really putting me on the spot here. You know that?
I need help.
Well, I love
I need
to help.
guidance.
You know, I would say that there was definitely a point in my life where I would say I was, to borrow the phrase from those darn Southern Baptists, born again, where everything felt new, and the past was the stuff that was hard about the past. It was gone too. And the new stuff was just good. You know, it was just good. And that's when I found all of this work for the second. I mean, I wasn't working in psychology before.
What did you do before?
I managed. But what is it with your identity that you seem so stuck on? You
I
seem
don't know,
like...
but what you're saying right now is really helpful. Maybe you can keep exploring.
Oh, is it helpful? My wrist is hurting.
You should try it like that.
Here, you want to try like that? Here. No, my wrist is really hurting. Here,
Have you tried this candle?
I can't hold that. I'm busy with my wrist. But what is it about candles to you? Is that a metaphor for something?
The candle really helped me calm down.
It is nice, isn't it?
You see it?
It's not as nice as this little medallion, though.
What did you do before?
What did I do before? What?
What did you manage? Why did your voice drop earlier?
Oh, look at the time.
We still have more time. Did this help?
What? Well, you don't need to help me.
Seems like you're having a good breakthrough. That might help me. What are you holding? What secret are you holding?
What secret?
What's your real name?
I don't even know. Oh, thank you. Woo! I think I have these hot flashes. You know, menopause, and sometimes I get caught up. But you know, I was thinking, could you just take a look at my hair here and just kind of
Looks like it's.
Whoa! You girl, okay, I'm gonna call security now. This is very inappropriate. Whoa, Mister! What are you doing? Security!
I know who you are.
Yeah, you what? Who? What?
I know what you did. I know what you did.
You're here for him, aren't you?
I know what you did.
Did he hire you? Did Sebastian send you?
The FBI sent me.
No, they did not. You're from him.
What's your name?
You know damn well. Well, say it. Say my name.
Marcus.
You're goddamn right.